confidence that we'll be able to achieve our dream, given the country where we are, given the institutions that we are working with, given the support and the conducive environment that the government had put for us to work. In conclusion, Honorable PS, we are honored by your presence today. Your visit once again reaffirms the importance the government of Kenya places on science, innovation, and international collaboration for national development. We are very confident that we can work together with you, with your team, to deliver impact for Kenya and the broader African continent. Thank you very much, and karibuni sana, ILRI. Let me use this opportunity to invite the representative of KALRO to offer his remarks. Can I please invite you to the podium?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. His Excellency Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, PCS, Honorable Jonathan Mweke, PS, Livestock, Professor John, our host today, and the CGIR members. I would like to make a few remarks on behalf of the Director General of KALRO. His Excellency, you really know KALRO well. I don't need to emphasize beyond what you know. I know you know more than perhaps you and myself, even if I work there. So KALRO and ILRI occupy the same space, advancing agricultural research and increasing knowledge for the purposes of improving food security and food availability for our domestic consumption and possibly even for our exports. And so we are proud to be here to join ILRI in welcoming you, Your Excellency, and sharing this space together with our colleagues from the CGIR. As you know, KALRO is, although we're not a member of the CGIR, we collaborate heavily. We are a national research organization that deals with livestock, crops, and natural resource management. We do socioeconomics research, and we broadly occupy the space of food production in terms of generating more knowledge and increasing the space and the scope of our production. So on that note, recently, Your Excellency, we jointly hosted with the CGIR and with ILRI the Science Week that you gracefully attended and officiated, and we're very grateful for that. So KALRO also collaborates with the other CGIRs. All of them represented here have an activity or another together with KALRO, and this we are proud of. We are spread across the country, and therefore we collaborate with all research institutions that are dealing with various value chains to make sure that our research delivers to the farmer. So we recently we collaborate with many other CGIR centers on different projects. We have recently collaborated with ILRI on several initiatives aimed at enhancing agricultural productivity, climate resilience, and food security in Kenya and the broader East African region. I will mention, Your Excellency, just a few that we collaborate with ILRI. Broadly, we do land, soil, crop information services for climate-smart agriculture. And as you know, in Kenya, KALRO hosts the hub for that, focusing on soil productivity and water management to aid in effective decision-making and policy implementation. In this regard, ILRI contributes expertise in data integration and capacity building. Another area that we have worked with together with ILRI is enhancement of agro-advisory services through what we call KAUP, Kenya Agricultural advisory and observatory platform. Under these accelerated impacts of the CGIAR climate research for Africa, ILRI and CALRO and the Kenya Meteorological Department have collaborated to upgrade the Kenya Agricultural Observatory platform, and this has enhanced platform to deliver localized world-level weather forecasts and climate advisories to over 250,000 farmers monthly, significantly improving farmers' access to actionable climate information. The other area that we have heavily collaborated over a long period of time with ILRI is in livestock research and development initiatives. Notable in this, in the recent past, are genetic improvement projects. These are collaborations on the African Dairy Genetic Games that we also have the tropical poultry genetic solutions. These are projects that are aimed at enhancing livestock productivity through genetic advancements. We've also collaborated in animal health research. This includes the development of vaccines, such as those targeting contagious bovine pleuropneumonia to improve animal health and productivity. We've also collaborated with ILRI on sustainable livestock systems, research on climate-smart livestock systems, forage development, and rangeland restoration to promote sustainable livestock farming practices. So of those are just a few that we have collaborated with ILRI on, and many other collaborative activities that are not directly formalized through signings. We have been working with them. Historically, we have worked with them on the ECF vaccine project that was started way back in the early 90s. I was telling Professor De Jong that when I was still a young man, I participated in the initial trials of the ICFIM that was working towards the development of the ECF vaccine. That is currently on the tail end of the registration process to make it available for our farmers. It is efficacious, it is working, and farmers will benefit greatly once this goes through the registration process. We occasionally also have our scientists come to ILRI to work on specific collaborative projects, taking advantage of the specialized facilities that are here at ILRI. Our collaboration, sir, will continue, and our joint achievements will advance improvements of food production in Kenya and internationally. So these projects, Your Excellency, will underscore the commitment of CALRO and ILRI to advancing agricultural research and development with a focus on sustainability, climate resilience, and improved livelihoods for farmers in Kenya and the region. Thank you very much. Don't wish to take more time. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Carlo. Can I please invite Director DVS to offer very brief remarks? Thank you.
The Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Secretary for Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Affairs, His Excellency Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, PS State Department for Livestock Development, Honorable Jonathan Mweke, Director General, ILRI, Apollinaire Jenk, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Yeah, my name is Dr. Alan Azegele, as you've been informed. I'm the Director of Veterinary Services, and I also serve as the Chairman of the Codex Alimentarius Commission. I want to thank the Director General for this opportunity, and I just want to share a bit of the mandate of the Veterinary Services and our relationship with International Livestock Research Institutes. The Directorate has the mandate to safeguard animal, human, and environmental health, improve animal welfare, and increase animal resource productivity, and also assure safe and high-quality animal and animal products to facilitate food security and domestic and international trade. In fulfilling this mandate, Your Excellency, we work in collaboration with various ministries, departments, agencies of government, research institutions, professional associations, animal resource stakeholders, and intergovernmental and non-governmental organizations. The Directorate has had a very close collaboration with ILRI, which has been instrumental in strengthening Kenya's animal health systems, enhancing disease surveillance, and promoting evidence-based policy development. We've had generally common objectives, and these are towards improving animal health and food safety systems in Kenya with ILRI, supporting the development and improvement of the surveillance systems for transboundary and zoonotic diseases. We also have and common objectives towards strengthening research policy linkages by integrating the scientific research into national veterinary and livestock policy framework. And finally, we also have common objectives with regard to capacity building for veterinary professionals and paraprofessionals. I just want to highlight just about 3 areas that we are pursuing currently. We have a collaboration with regard to combating antimicrobial resistance, and this is through the UK-funded Fleming Fund, where ILRI is the lead grantee, and it's focused towards strengthening the capacity of Kenya to undertake surveillance for antimicrobial resistant organisms and to generate the requisite data to inform policy. Further, we through the International Center for Antimicrobial Resistance Surveillance, supported by the Danish government, we are working with ILRI in undertaking implementation research towards reducing mastitis incidence and improving antibiotic stewardship in Kenya smallholder dairy systems. As you know, the dairy value chain is one of our flagship value chains in terms of livestock transformation. This is geared towards ensuring that small-scale farmers we increase the economic returns to the small-scale farmers through reducing the incidence of mastitis. And then recently, the World Organization for Animal Health Biological Standards Commission met and accepted Kenya's request to designate ILRI as a new World Organization for Animal Health Collaboration Center for One Health. Following the Commission's meeting, the application was endorsed by the World Organization for Animal Health Council. And in this regard, and in accordance to the protocols, I will submit the application for endorsement to the Regional Commission for Africa on the 25th of this month. And then once we have received approval from the Regional Commission, the application will be forwarded to the World Assembly of Delegates to the World Organization for Animal Health for adoption by resolution at the 92nd session, which will be held between 25th of May to 29th this year in Paris, and after which I really hope I'll have the official designation of ILRI as the One Health Collaboration Center. So these are just some of the highlights that we've been pursuing with ILRI, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to share. Thank you.
Thank you, DVS. Let me invite the representative of the Kenya Dairy Board to offer very brief remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Director General, for the invitation. My name is Peter Mutua. I'm representing the Managing Director, Kenya Dairy Board, and therefore, I will do the representation. So let me read the speech. Your Excellency, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, PS Livestock Development, Honorable Mweke, Director General, ILRI, Professor Apollinaire Jikeng, representatives from national government and other organizations present, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a great honor and privilege, Your Excellency, to join you today as you visit this institution in sharing with you how we can strengthen and develop our dairy sector through partnership and collaboration with ILRI. The dairy sector is a cornerstone of Kenya's agricultural economy. It contributes approximately 4% to the national GDP and supports over 1.8 million smallholder farmers across the country. The sector provides livelihoods to millions of Kenyans, from farmers, processors, traders, and consumers. Under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, the government has identified dairy as one of the priority value chains in achieving food security and transforming the economy. Our goal is to double milk production to 10 million liters by 2027, grow our exports to 1 billion liters per year, increase farmer incomes to at least 56,000 per month, create 500,000 new jobs, and improve milk safety and quality across the country. To achieve this, we are committed to empowering farmers to improve their production, enhance value addition and efficiency along the value chain, and expand markets access to dairy products locally and internationally. To successfully accomplish this, we require strategic partnerships with key stakeholders in the industry, leveraging on their expertise, innovation, support, and common interests. Ladies and gentlemen, as a regulator and promoter of the dairy industry in Kenya, Kenya Dairy Board is committed to fostering a vibrant, sustainable, and inclusive dairy sector. Central to our mandate is ensuring quality milk production, enhancing market access, and empowering all actors along the dairy value chain, from smallholder farmers to processors and consumers. One such transformative partnership is the More Milk 2 project, a joint initiative between Kenya Dairy Board and the International Livestock Research Institute, with funding from Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the UK Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, FCDO. The More Milk project directly complements our strategic focus. This initiative aims to improve milk safety and quality and enhance livelihoods through evidence-based interventions tailored to the realities of smallholder dairy farmers and MSMEs. This is not just about producing quality milk. It's about equipping and supporting vendors by research, innovation, and practical support to those who need it most. Ladies and gentlemen, this 4-year project will be catalyzed to continue collaboration in the sector, and the example of what is possible when institutions come together with a shared commitment to people, progress, and purpose. This will be implemented in Nyandarua, Uasin Gishu, and Nakuru counties, which currently accounts for a significant share of the milk sold in Kenya. For decades, this sector has remained largely invisible to the formal economy, under-regulated and underserved despite its importance. These initiatives is therefore a timely and strategic response to the pillars of the better. It will help us, one, to improve the health and nutrition by enhancing the safety of unpackaged milk through improved hygiene, handling and pasteurization, strengthen productivity and resilience by promoting improved feeding systems, breeding practices, and animal health interventions, enhance value addition and market access by supporting quality control systems and linking farmers to formal markets, and improve incomes and livelihoods, especially for women and youth who are critical participants in the dairy value chain. Your Excellency, we are especially encouraged by the project's emphasis on collaboration between public institutions, private sector actors, and research organizations. This kind of stakeholder engagement is essential for scaling up innovations and ensuring long-term impact. As Kenya Dairy Board, we remain committed to supporting implementation and upscaling of the More Milk project's outputs. We are integrating its research findings into our policies, extension services, and quality assurance programs. Moreover, we are working closely with county governments to ensure that dairy development aligns with local priorities and harnesses regional strengths. In conclusion, let me express our deep appreciation to ILRI and its partners for their tireless work and commitment to transformation of the dairy sector. To the government, to Your Excellency, we reaffirm our full support to the bottom-up economic transformation agenda and assure you of our dedication to making dairy farming a true engine of inclusive growth and national development. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I please invite the representative of the Ministry of Health, representing Dr. Patrick Amoth, to offer brief remarks.
So, Your Excellency, the Prime Cabinet Secretary and CS for Foreign Diaspora and Affairs, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, the Permanent Secretary or Principal Secretary, State Department of Livestock Development, that's Dr. Mweke, the Director General ILRI, representative from government agencies, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Dr. Charles Chege Kariuki. I'm one of the directors in the newly established Kenya Public Health Institute, which is a new saga within the Ministry of Health, serving as the director in the Public Health, Intelligence and Population Health. So as the Kenya National Public Health Institute, the co-mandate as the new established saga within the Ministry of Health is to execute all matters public health within the country and also collaborate with the research institute within the country, of which ILRI is one of them. So I just want to highlight some of the key some of the key areas of collaborations with this institution. One co-mandate is the One Health approach and pandemic control. As you know well, within the country, the pandemic has become one of the major concerns within the country, and the new National Public Health Institute has been mandated to take lead in some of this control and also establish the strategic areas just to combat these pandemic areas. Another area is the zoonotic disease control within the country. Core example is the COVID-19 control, which the Institute has been the forefront in the control of the same. The newly and ongoing Mpox control in the country, Marburg, was an outbreak within the neighboring country, which is Uganda. So the Kenya National Public Institute has been in the forefront in the control of these diseases, and we also look forward to be a cornerstone in providing that security, public health security within the country. Another area is the antimicrobial resistance, where we look forward to have the population that use prudently use of medication just to avert the microbial resistance within the country, of which we have been collaborating with the ILRI in research areas and also use of that data to make informed decision. So we also have surveillance system development, and also currently as we talk, the Institute is undergoing some pandemic fund application, which the ILRI has played a key role in informing some of the decisions and policy directions as we go by. So those are some of the key areas that we look forward to collaborate and make sure that at least the Ministry of Health is in the forefront in fronting the core mandate of the Kenya Kwanza government and the policy that have been put in place, so that at least we can have a healthy nation free for all. So as we look forward again with the initiation and continuation of the universal health coverage, which is a core mandate and the cornerstone and the pillar of the Kenya Kwanza government. We look forward to have that collaborative effort with the Research Institute so that at least we'll be able to be informed well with data, which is the cornerstone of the Research Institute. We look forward to support the government also in all our capacities and in all our technical areas so that at least we can have a population that is healthy, free from the diseases of public health concerns. Thank you.
Thank you. It is now my distinguished honor to invite PS Honorable Moike to offer remarks and then invite PCS to address us.
Thank you very much. Our chief guest today, Prime Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Secretary for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, His Excellency Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, Director General of ILRI, Professor Apollinaire Jikeng, and the leadership of other CGIR centers, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Sir, I'm here representing our Cabinet Secretary who is out of town and was not able to make it to this event, the Honorable Mutahi Kagwe, so he sent me to represent our ministry, and I'm very happy to be here. I'm also extremely privileged to represent the government of Kenya on the Board of Trustees of ILRI, in which we work very closely together with this institution. Your Excellency, my job here is very simple. It's really to translate what all these scientists have said into English. And I will do that as quickly as possible. Under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, which is the commitments that the Ruto administration has made to Kenyans, livestock is a major activity. Currently, Your Excellency, livestock generates about 12% of our country's GDP, and we have a commitment under the Kenya Kwanza manifesto to increase that to about 20%. To be able to do that, it's clear that we need to commercialize livestock and livestock products. And we have about 5 livestock products, which is meat, milk, eggs, leather, and honey. So for us to be able to really commercialize it, to increase our input into our GDP, we did some route to market studies just to find out what is it that the market really wants so that we can produce for the market. And we were pleasantly surprised that the market, both locally and internationally, is in need of our livestock products, but in a certain quality, in very large quantities and consistently. So for us to do that, we made some policy decisions on how to execute this, and 4 things came up that we really needed to do. Number 1 was animal health, disease control, and sir, you know the intervention we did was for that was to have a nationwide mass vaccination program to ensure that we manage our diseases, which will help us, again, increase our productivity. Number 2 was animal feed, which is about 70% on average of cost of production for our livestock products. And we needed to really get our arms around that to ensure that we have enough nutritious feed for our animals so that they can produce. Number 3 was breed improvement. We realized that our breeds were compromised, and we needed to come up with different breeds for different parts of the country, for different livestock, to ensure that we are able to get the correct genetics that disease resistant, drought resistant, and that can also produce with very little input in feed. I think they call it feed conversion and efficiency. And then the 4th one that we found especially that the international community was demanding was animal identification and traceability. People around the world now are very conscious of what they eat, and they want to know where their food is coming from. And that's why you hear the term farm to fork being mentioned around a lot. So with that intervention, we have developed a product we are calling ANITRAC, Animal Identification and Traceability. Your Excellency, Kenya has been trying to do this for the last 20 years unsuccessfully, but I'm proud to say we've now cracked it. And we've developed the software that is currently under pilot. We should launch it in another month or two, which will then make our food globally acceptable and enhance trade for that. While we are making all these policy decisions on what interventions we are going to make to increase our productivity, create jobs, put money into the pockets of our farmers, they have to be data-driven. And so we depend on research. That's why we partner very closely with CALRO, with ILRI, and other research institutions, including academia, to make sure that the decisions we are making, the policies we are developing, are research-backed and are data-driven. That way we can be able to move further along much faster. I'd say our sector is on track. We've met quite a few of our commitments. The value chains that the government was prioritizing were dairy, meat, and leather. And as you know, we've made significant progress in all those three value chains with measurable results year to year since President Ruto came into being our president. And that could not have been done without many people in this room. So I really thank them for the collaboration that we've been able to have, just so that we can transform this sector of ours called livestock, which of course is very important for us, not just for food security and nutrition, but also for trade. With those remarks, Your Excellency, it's now my pleasure to invite you to come and make some remarks. May we please all be outstanding as we invite our chief guest, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, to come and address us. Karibu sana, Your Excellency.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Please be seated. May I also say good morning? My friend Jonathan Mweke, Principal Secretary, State Department for Livestock Development, Professor Apollinaire, Director General ILRI, senior government officials present, leaders of ILRI and CGIAR research centers, partners, stakeholders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to join you this morning during this forum hosted by the International Livestock Research Institute. This gathering of leaders, scientists, researchers, partners, and stakeholders of the consultative group of international agricultural research institutions underlines our joint commitment to transforming agriculture and building a food-secure world for all humanity. Let me take this opportunity to appreciate ILRI, which has developed a strong partnership with the government and the people of Kenya in our agricultural sector, public health systems, and climate action agenda. Kenya is proud to host ILRI and other CGIAR research centers. You have established a world-class science hub that supports transformative programs in livestock genetics, vaccine development, land restoration, climate adaptation, and innovative food systems that enormously contribute to the global knowledge on agriculture and food security. ILRI has a long-standing collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development and key institutions under the ministry, including the Kenya Agricultural and Livestock Research Organization, the Department of Veterinary Services, the Kenya Animal Genetic Resource Center, and the Kenya Dairy Board. Some of them have been with us here. Joint initiatives by ILRI and CGIAR and these government agencies have significantly strengthened Kenya's agricultural research ecosystem, enhanced the delivery of innovations, and ensured that farmers and pastoralists on the ground benefit from practical science-driven solutions. Furthermore, your enduring partnership with the Ministry of Health and health research institutions, including the Kenya Medical Research Institute and universities, has greatly enhanced our knowledge and systems for delivering quality healthcare. Your continued support for our testing and diagnostic systems enhances our joint commitment to a One Health approach that links human, animal, and environmental health. We also acknowledge your engagement with the Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife, particularly through the Kenya Wildlife Service. The gazettement of Kapiti Ranch as a conservancy demonstrates the potential of science-led conservation.